Welcome to lesson number 27. In this lesson, we will delve deeper into the subject of past life regression in order to discover the roots of difficulties and problems we experience in our present lives. I hope that the glimpse into a previous incarnation that we did in the last lesson showed you something significant that you were able to understand. It is advisable to repeat the initial practice because each time you may see new things. What we see in previous incarnations are sometimes traumatic events, difficult traumas that you have gone through or caused others. Sometimes we do not want to confront what we have gone through, but our goal is to transform, and therefore it is important that we understand what happened there and finish the story. Therefore, before you go to see previous incarnations and the process seems difficult to you and resistance may arise in you, ask your guidance to show you what you need to see despite the difficulty. There is an open debt there, a karmic account that you need to get rid of. It is allowed and important that you see this. When you take yourself to a certain place and a certain period of life in history, and you fail to see anything specific, you can ask the guides to go back there and redo the regression and ask for deeper clarification. Let's understand the mechanics of this. If we experienced severe trauma in a previous life, we may walk around in the world with a feeling that the trauma may repeat itself, and every small trigger arouses fear. If the vessel you created in a previous lifetime is not transformed, and you have fears that arise all the time, the fear itself will again summon the reality that you feared into your current life. For example, someone who experienced betrayal in a previous life and was deeply hurt, in this life may not trust people, and this will affect him socially or in his career. The fear of betrayal and distrust of people does help him avoid repeated betrayal. But the same fear may also summon situations into his life in which he will be betrayed again and again. The fear that arises repeatedly indicates that you are carrying an untransformed vessel in you. Therefore, through past life regression, we have the opportunity to look at the root, to deal with the things that came up in the memory. Otherwise, the script will replay in your life over and over again. Sometimes people drag life scripts of great guilt with them throughout their incarnations. They must understand that what happened to them in another incarnation had to happen, and that they should not be punished for it anymore. Therefore, we should ask our guides to show us the incarnation in which the root problem began, so that we know why this situation was summoned to us and how it contributes to our personal development. The current period is a period in which we are required to carry out many spiritual transformations, and it is desirable that they do not involve decrease and suffering. Reincarnation, reconstruction, and the transformation we make as a result allow us to shorten the process and not suffer for years from the same blockage or problematic situation that torments and holds us back. In the reconstruction of incarnations, we touch the untransformed vessel without going through the initial event again, and release all the negative energy from ourselves. We speak to our subconscious, which is embodied in the tselem, our human image. The subconscious is also the force that draws you and sucks you into the scene you see in the vision. In the meditation you will practice in lesson number 29, we will try to get answers about a topic that is stuck in your life, or a process that you have completed and still do not understand why you went through it. You can get answers about a problem that comes up and returns again and again, an ongoing conflict with a certain person, or repeated falls in a certain area of life. We will look for answers for topics that we cannot explain logically, or want to understand the root from previous incarnations. Before the meditation, think for a moment about the situation you want to clarify. You can ask yourself questions like this: why am I still being put through these difficulties? It is useful to be focused on a specific topic. In general, all the elements you see in past life regression are symbolic. It is similar to a dream state where things are shown to you through symbols. How do we interpret these symbols? We will talk about this later. In the next lesson, I will explain the technique we will use in the advanced meditation. So thank you, and see you in the next lesson.